Do you have a particular song like that you look forward to? I mean, I know you end up playing on, so many hits. You go to a Weezer show, you're like, oh my God, like I forgot about that one. And oh my God, this one too. Is there one song in particular, even though you played it a billion times, that you get super excited to play in front of a crowd?
Yeah, I think probably "Say It Ain't So." I don't know why that song's so old. It's like from 1992, but I still get emotional singing it, especially in front of massive crowd. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's just like,
Oh yeah, I mean definitely an anthem.
yeah.
For I mean that whole album. That was my introduction to the band. Obviously, Undone. So eh, when when you guys talked about doing the Hella Mega tour, which obviously COVID kind of put a wrench in that for now. So where does that stand right now? So are you going to be rescheduling a bunch of dates and
Yeah, the whole thing got bumped to next summer. So, yeah, I was supposed to be, what month are we? It's like
I
August,
don't even
I think.
know. It all blurs together at this point.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to be somewhere in the Midwest, like in the burning heat right now on
Yeah,
stage singing songs, but this is actually much more comfortable. But
yeah,
and I think it's good to take a year off because Weezer's like we work so hard, man. We're always out on the road, and it's good. Like we never would have taken this time off if we weren't forced to. So it's good.
yeah.
Like everybody, just go home for a year, be with your family, recharge, and then when we come back for Hell Mega next summer, we're just gonna be that much stronger.
Well, you certainly haven't put on the quarantine 15. You're still looking
Yeah.
handsome as ever.
Thank you.
Looking good.
It's actually I'm like more fit than I've ever been in my life, which is kind of strange. But yeah, I guess being at home every day, I got into this exercise routine where I lift like the maximum weight I can lift every day, but only for 2 minutes. And it sounds like not a lot, but man, it really adds up. Like,
I mean, dude, I have to
whoa.
trust you.
That's
Clearly, as you
awesome.
can see, I don't know much about exercise. Yeah, that's show off a little bit more. That's good.
I mean,
No,
it's not
but
much, but I never had that before, so it's
yeah.
cool.
So Linkin Park did a collaboration with Jay-Z back in like 2004. And so I know you guys did the cover of Africa, but is there a group or an artist that's like way out of left field that you would like really want to work with or do like an album with or a song or something like that with?
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really?
well, yeah, I think she's cool.
I've interviewed bands 1,000 times, and when you get an answer like that, you're never sure if they're just fucking with you or if they're being serious.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's the wrong answer, but I mean, my
No,
bass
that's your
player really
answer. That's
likes
your
her
answer.
too.
Like sometimes you can't tell.
Probably for all the wrong reasons.
No, that would be really cool though if that something like that happened.
Know you guys played Coachella 3 times. I was just wondering what was your favorite year? Like, what was your favorite Coachella performance?
Um, Definitely this last time we did it was by far the best. Like, we just have more songs that everybody knows, and TLC came out and sang with us, and
That
we're like at a very confident stage in our career where we've just been doing this and we know how to rock for lots of people and we don't get intimidated. I think probably the first time we did it, we were like, I'm scared, and it may not have been as good.
2, 3, 4.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. sounding? Thumbs up.
That's fantastic.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, as sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains.
I know we talked about this last time we saw you when you came by the radio station, but again, I mean, did you have any idea when you did that cover that it would become what it became, like such a phenomenon?
No, I mean,
You had to know people were going to like it because people were asking you to do stuff like that. But I mean, how much exposure it got, how much airplay it got, how many people just loved it and gravitated.
Yeah, I mean, it was just supposed to be a funny joke, and we knew it would be like a funny thing online, and it would get a lot of views, that sort of thing. But 24 hours after we put it out, it was #1 on iTunes, and then it was, radio stations started playing. We didn't plan to send it to radio stations, so it was like, oh wow, we're going to be playing the song for the rest of our lives now.
That's what Toto said when they did it. Yeah. Now, did you know those guys before you covered the song?
No, I still don't know them. I'm kind of a homebody, so I don't know like as many people as you'd think I'd know. But
you guys you haven't like met up for like a dinner or to get like a smoothie or something?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, their music had to have been discovered by a whole new group of people who really never paid attention or knew much about Toto after that happened. I think they owe you something, the very least.
You know what? I'm starting to get into golf, and golf is good for me because as an introvert, you don't have to talk continuously because every minute you're like, okay, hold on, I got to take a shot here. And then the other person has to take a shot, and it's like the whole thing's broken up. There's very little pressure on the conversation. So maybe I'm going to invite Toto to golf.
There you go.
Good idea.
Yeah, they look like guys that'd be in the golf too.
Out of all the times you've performed, what was the most memorable venue you've ever you catch yourself thinking about that time?
Well, yeah, I mean, probably Coachella's up there, but I think playing Budokan in Tokyo was a big deal. It's a very historical venue. Maybe Kyoko, can you say roughly what the significance is of that place?
Actually, I don't know.
It's like a sumo.
Well, yes, it's for like karate and like Japanese sports. Like,
And it's very old.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's kind of like this very spiritual place,
Like
and
Beatles played.
Cheap Trick did their live album there. Beatles played there, so it was cool for Weezer to play there.
I'm picturing a venue kind of like in the Karate Kid, where it was like Miyagi and Soto were supposed to like showdown. They had like the hand drums and stuff like that. Like it's almost like some old Greek like arena looking thing.
That's from Karate Kid
Japanese,
1.
of course. Is that?
So that was
That was
two.
that
That
was
was
2.
two.
Yeah.
That was two.
I didn't see
Yeah,
2, but
all right.
I'll take your
Oh,
word
you
for
didn't
it.
see two? Yeah. I mean, as long as you haven't watched the new ones suck.
How has meditation been since the pandemic? Because I know that's a big part of your daily life. So as far as like reflecting on everything, so have you done more or less, or just this time right now is giving you more time to kind of reflect?
It's been a real lifesaver. Like I always do the same amount, 2 hours every day, hour in the morning, hour in the evening.
Wow.
And yeah, sometimes like by the end of the day, especially at the beginning of the pandemic, I'd just be so anxious and stressed out by the end of the day. And then I would do my meditation and I'd be like, I guess everything's going to be cool. And it just takes me, kind of resets, and I feel calm and peaceful again.
So did you leave the house, for like, were you one of the people that just had everything delivered, or like were you still going to the store and doing things like that at first?
I mean, I tried to keep going out as long as I could, and I like shopping. I like running errands around the neighborhood, but I think we've done probably more dine-in and delivery than usual for sure.
Yeah. What's your grocery store of choice? Vaughn's, Ralph's, Gelson's, Pavilions. Where do you go? Sprouts. I don't seem like a Sprouts guy.
Pavilions and Whole Foods.
Oh, Whole Foods. I see. Totally forgot about Whole Foods.
My wife's feeding me the answers over there.
Yeah.
It's called Hero. When I was a kid, I thought I'd save the world, running around and chasing all the criminals, swinging on a web, flying in the sky, shooting lasers from my eyes. But now I know it never was my destiny. It's not my place in life, not who I'm meant to be. And I don't want the glory, I don't want the fame, and I don't want to wear that cape. 'Cause on the inside, I know it won't last. On the inside, I'm an outcast. Well, everybody needs a hero, but I'm not everybody else. I walk alone, yeah, walk alone, yeah, walk alone. Oh, yeah. You know I tried to be a hero, but I was lying to myself. I walk alone, yeah, walk alone, yeah, walk alone. Oh, yeah. They build you up and then they're gonna tear you down. They love you, then they hate you if you wear a crown. It's not that I don't love to solve a mystery, but life is hard enough with one identity. If silence is the voice of a new generation, then I could live up to all of your expectations. I'd hammer down hard like a iron fist, then disappear like I don't exist. 'Cause on the inside, I know it won't last. On the inside, I'm an outcast. Well, everybody needs a hero, but I'm not everybody else. I walk alone, yeah, walk alone, yeah, walk alone. Oh, yeah. You know I tried to be a hero, but I was lying to myself. I walk alone, yeah, walk alone, yeah, walk alone. Oh, yeah. myself, I walk alone. And yeah, I walk alone. And yeah, I walk alone. Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. Rivers Cuomo. That is Hero. It's crazy, like how just the changing the tempo and doing something where it's just you and the piano changes the whole like vibe of the song. Because like the album version, obviously a lot of energy and a lot of tempo. Just it's rocking, and that one just kind of changes the whole vibe of the song.
Yeah. Hopefully not for the worse.
No, it's great. I'm a sucker for the piano. I'm a sucker for a piano. I find myself anything with a piano in it. I don't know. Maybe because my mom played the piano growing up.
That's a perfect segue into my next topic of conversation, which is I feel like Weezer is super passionate about both sides of the coin. Like we want to totally rock out, and then we also want to like do these super emotional piano-based ballads. So we actually are just wrapping up the production of 2 albums at once. One is known as Van Weezer, and that's the full-on guitar shreddage side. And then the other one's called OK Human, and there's actually no guitar. It's all piano and orchestra, and it's super emotional. So it's great to be able to do both.
What you guys were working on in quarantine. So when do we get to hear that stuff? Do you have like a target, like for when that might be ready?
I don't follow Weezer on social media, so I'm like always the last to know. But just because I'm not on social media, I just made my own social media. Actually, if you go to riverscuomo.com/riverchat, you can chat with me there. I'm on all day, every day. But from what I understand, I think Van Weezer, the rock shred album, is coming out right at the start of the Hella Mega tour next summer.
Oh, okay.
And
all right, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's 3 songs out already. We had End of the Game, Hero, and we just put out a song last week, Beginning of the End, which is part of the new Bill and Ted's movie.
Did you get to see it?
They didn't show us the movie, but
so yeah, I would think that'd be like one of the coolest parts about doing something for a movie. You get to see it before everybody else. My kids are 11 and 8, and they just watched Bill and Ted's last week, and they kind of didn't get it.
Yeah,
it sucked because like I wanted them to love it.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how kids respond.
Yeah, I try to get my son to watch Back to the Future too. He gets that a little bit because of the Stranger Things references that Stranger Things makes about Back to the Future in the show. But we have one more question. I know we're running out of time here.
Being you a father, right now my kid is playing piano. This guy, learning to play piano, but he wants to jump from piano to guitar to drums. So what would be your recommendation as far as, learning wise, as far as a piano, guitar? I mean, what would you start with?
How old is he?
He just turned 7.
7?
He started when he was 6.
I mean, I'd try to keep him on piano as long as possible. At a certain age, kids just got to break off and do what they're going to do. And you just got to cross your fingers, and they're probably going to end up doing something you could never even imagine. But while they're still young and you still have some influence, I think piano is the greatest instrument as far as being able to write songs and compose and enjoy music on your own. But yeah, that's my vote. You can tell them that.
Thanks again for taking this time with us. I appreciate it. I mean, I know we're all at home and everything, but you didn't have to do this, and we all really appreciate it. And so, anything else that we haven't covered that you want to make sure everybody knows about? So, you're chatting with people through the website, on your own social media. You're working out. You're lifting really heavy things. Trying to think of the other. We have 2 new albums coming out. One that really rocks, and one that is more human and emotional.
I'm golfing with Toto.
We found out where you shop. Yeah, we saw you got that crazy cool new mustache. I think we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And hey, thank you very much to your wife as well for helping out.
Yes,
Hey,
thank you, Kyoko.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet? Because she obviously has some musical ability.
We met
Is it like through music?
Yeah. I did a solo show with an acoustic guitar just like this in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1997, and she was in the audience, and I saw her, and then I found her afterwards, and here we are. Yeah, now she's
That's awesome.
now she has to play backup instruments.
What was your pickup line? You say, "Hello, I'm from Weezer. I'm in Rivers Cuomo." That's what I would say.
I don't think that's what I said.
Well, thanks again, man. It's great to see you. Look forward to being able to see you again in person and see Hella Mega Tour and be able to experience all this stuff and feel the music, feel the drums and everything else through the big speakers. But this is really cool. I think this is very awesome for everybody who won their way. And congratulations to all of our winners. I know we have one more song, and then we're going to wrap things up. So again, please make sure you keep your microphone on mute. And I give you Rivers Cuomo.
All right. Thank you guys so much. This is really fun. I'll see you down the road. This is Say It Ain't So. Oh yeah. All right. Somebody's hiding, scout in my icebox. Somebody's going, it's giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. I can't confront you, I never could do that which might hurt you, so try and be cool. Say, this way is a water slide away from me that takes it further every day. So be cool.